What's up guys, thanks for clicking on the video and welcome back to another episode of Bushcraft with El. We're out here today in the forest, me, Joe and Neil. How you doing, Neil?
Yeah, great.
You're right, mate. Out in Neil's wilderness camp today, down in the south of England. Is it southwest?
Yeah, just beginning of southwest. We're on the Somerset-Dorset border.
Neil kindly let us come down to his camp and spend the night here. I'm going to show you guys all the shelters that we have down here that Neil's built himself. As you can see behind us, get some cooking on. He's got all the equipment all behind here. Learn how to make a bowl drill, hopefully.
Yeah, cool. I'll just explain. Basically, the forest is 378 acres.
Wow.
The owners kindly given me this part of the forest. Yeah, it's all. It's a not for profit. I'm not any guys of running courses, guys, but I'm willing to run courses if you want. You know, it's I'm mainly scouts and cubs and army cadets. And disadvantaged children that get out in here, but anybody's welcome. That's why I put it on Bushcraft and wild camping.
Definitely.
But it is wild camping. It's not glam camping. It's wild camping.
It's proper.
I was in the army for 24 years, and I've been all over the world living with indigenous tribes.
Wow. 5
or 6 tribes from different jungles in the world, Asia, South America. I've lived with the Inuits on the ice pack, Maasai warriors. I've been all over. I've been doing this for 40 years, but there was no bushcraft scene then.
Yeah.
You know, it's just Lofty Wiseman's original book 30 years ago, and you know, I've been doing it all my life. I started from when I was 8 years old. So, you know, so the owner gave me this, and 2 years ago I started to build this. It's an ongoing project. It's an ongoing maintenance project as well. It takes a lot of maintenance.
I bet. On your own as well.
Yeah.
It's a lot of work, man.
On my own. But you know, I love being out here, as we all do in bushcraft.
Of course.
You know, but everyone's welcome. You know what I mean? Come down. You don't even have to interact with me. You can go wild camping down by the river. You can, you know, gather wood. You can forage. You know, there's plenty here for forage, especially in September.
Awesome.
Or just come and enjoy the camp. I'll show you a few skills if you need to learn them. If not, just practice.
There you go, guys, man.
I don't charge any money from you guys. Just bring your own food. There's limited water supplies, so you know I do my best with the water, but I have to carry it in by hand. You know, but as long as you, all I ask is, if there's big groups, just make a small charity donation.
Of course,
it goes to charity.
100%, man.
Yeah.
Well, there you go, guys. Stick around. It's going to be a good video. I'm going to learn some new skills. Neil's going to show us some awesome things, man. I'm pretty stoked for this trip. It's going to be good.
Guys, this is the shelter area that I'm clearing slowly. I'm building shelters for people. I don't believe that we should stay.
Shelter number 1, guys.
Yeah, this is what they call the jungle A-frame. Yeah, it's all built, that's what they call it, with the 2 poles coming down. And then you put the central poles. This is an old British Army stretcher. It doubles up as a hammock. Just changed it now, so it's been in service for a long time. See, in the jungle you keep off the ground, so that's the old idea of it. Not totally finished. Yeah, it's really comfortable. And basically the bottom shelf, a few more logs to put on there, and that's where you put all your equipment. And obviously you stay off the ground.
Keep it off the ground, yeah.
Yeah, this is I spent 6 weeks living in one of these. The only difference in the jungle, you would have a mosquito net as well. When I was doing the SAS jungle course, I lived in one of these for 6 weeks. And then I replicated it when I went to the African jungle. Built one there. I was there for 8 weeks actually, living in the jungle.
And you found that this was like the comfiest sleeping method.
Yeah, absolutely.
Would you say?
Yeah.
That's nice. Put around on there, then it's just like really sturdy, isn't it? And comfy.
I mean, some people are happy in a long-term hammock, but you know, when you're with the military, you build these and use what we're given, and it's totally comfortable. When you've got a roll mat on there, you don't even need a roll mat. You know, it's just you're nice and flat. You're not bent over in the hammock.
Everybody around here, fire blazing.
Yeah, and you can't see out in the summer. It's absolutely beautiful. It's lovely in here, you know. When all the oak trees and the beech trees and you've got giant beeches down on the riverbed that are 150 years plus old, and it's beautiful in the summer. This is just a one-man shelter, realistically. Just a lean-to. Yeah, it would take you just 3 hours to make easily, just using the logs that are around. And it's just leaned up on a stump. So put this in down.
As well.
Yeah, and you just overnight in it. You know, it takes a couple of hours to make.
Yeah.
Really simple.
Simple but effective.
Yeah.
Nice. Cool. Now for the main one, which me and Joe are going to be fighting for tonight.
European style, 45 degree one-man shelter. When I'm building these, I start with the log bed first. Get the log bed built, and then you can build your shelter around the bed. It's a bit more awkward trying to build a bed when the shelter's up.
Yeah.
And then the surrounder, put it all around. You get the bounce back. I lived in one of these for 10 days. It's the sort of thing that if you're coming out for a week,
yeah,
you could build this in.
Really light clothing, isn't it? Gives you that.
You'd be quite comfortable in this. Probably take you a day of hard work. Yeah, whoever sleeps in here tonight, you know, all you got to do is get some of the cedar, soft cedar branches off from the bottom of the tree there, lay them on the bed, and you'll get a nice smell of cedar in the night.
Nice.
Absolutely beautiful. It makes a good little mattress. You'll wake up in the morning fresh as a daisy.
Awesome.
Yeah, we'll keep the fire going so we get some embers.
As you can see over here, guys, Neil has got himself a lovely cooking setup over here. This is amazing. All cast iron, all of the proper hooks and the pans.
When we cook tonight, we'll produce some ash embers to cook with. And the best embers are from whole logs, so you don't split the ash. If you've got the small, medium-sized ones, you just let them burn as a whole. Give you better embers when you're cooking.
Siberian fire, eh?
Yeah, as we're walking around the forest, guys, then you start to understand what's in. This is what you call sage. It's been around since the dinosaurs. Yep, you can collect the brown stuff. Yep, straight away. Even you see it's been raining for 3 weeks now. This is still pretty dry. The tall stems, you can just see it on the end here. This grain is the original, what we used to make bread out of before. Really? Wheat and everything was introduced to this country when we started farming. Once you collect enough of this, you can bulk it down and make a rough kind of bannock bread. And obviously the moth. Right, what we'll do now, El, we'll walk around the wood, and we'll use the scenario that you've just got your knife and you've got your Laplander. How you're going to start a fire? All right, you haven't got a fire steel, you haven't got matches, you haven't got a lighter. Bushcraft way. Yep. All right, let's see if we can light a fire. So,
oh yes.
All right, so we're going to travel the wood. All right, we'll gather the stuff for the bow, the drill, the hearth, okay, the bearing block, everything. But the main priority is tinder. I mean, it is wet, it is damp. Yeah. It's been raining for 3 weeks now. Everything's wet. Okay, so we need to source a tinder. The average time frame to do this, to light the fire, remember preparation is the key to any fire, is about 4 or 5 hours. Okay, remember you've only got to light a fire once. Yeah. Because you'll always have an ember. Okay, so if you only got to do it once, so if it takes you all day, it doesn't matter. Yeah, the longer you can dry out your tinder, but we'll show you where to get some definite dry tinder with just a knife, and we'll create a bow drill.
Awesome.
We'll light a fire with a bow drill. We're going to gather some of this dead stage. It is damp, okay, but we're going to put it straight away. Right. Remember, 4 or 5 hours, even if longer. We're just going to put it in our pocket where it's warmest. Right, and try and dry it out. And you just brush the dampness off it and then put it in your pocket. And I can already feel it's dry. Remember, we need to build enough up so we can put the ember inside.
Like the bird's nest.
Yeah, the bird's nest to get the fire going. Okay, anything we can do to help us. What we'll move on to now is we're going to try and find some clematis and some wild honeysuckle.
Awesome.
Guys, what we're on to now is the clematis, and it gets absolutely ginormous in the forest here because it's not been touched. Now, what we can use, once you come off, you'll see, right, this is bone dry. Right, where the squirrels have been attacking it here. Right, we're going to spend a good bit of time gathering loads. Right. Yep. Breaks down the fibres. Right. So that already forming
nice.
A bit of a nest. Yeah. Right. It's got to take an ember, so you just keep buffing it. The longer you buff it,
The drier it becomes.
right,
The more
drier it
fibre.
becomes. Break the fibres down. Right, you can see the basis of the nest there is already forming that. See it? Nice. Right, and that goes, once you've done it, gather as much as you can in your pocket. Okay. There's plenty of this around here, so we'll keep gathering this, and then we'll try and find some wild honeysuckle to really give us a kickstart. There's some other bigger ones over there. Here guys is honeysuckle, but this is wild honeysuckle. So the honeysuckle you get in your garden, nice flowers on it. Okay, white flower at the top. This is a gold mine. Right?
Really?
So you need to spend, if you're getting your tinder bundle, this will give you your ignition. Right? So this is going to sit right underneath your ember. This is packed with resin, and it definitely will be dry, okay, as it comes on. You're really delicate with it. Right? If you unfold it, okay, it just wraps round it. You need to get as much as you can. So this is your holy grail for us, right? You're going to spend as much time. You won't do any damage to the vine. You just reinvigorate it.
Yep.
Right? That already, right? It's packed with resin. Can't tell you how much it is packed. Your ember sits on there. It's going to give you your ignition. Right? So you need to get as high as you can reach. If you just pull it down a little bit, you can't be really tight. Right? You can see up there. Look at that one.
Shredding it wall.
Look at that. Right? That's bone dry, packed with resin. Right? Once we buff that up, then we buff everything up. Right? That is going to sit under your ember. It's going to give you your ignition system. Sometimes you don't want to give it up, but get your fingers under it and just wind it off. Not much of this in the forest. Yeah, we get away with that one. We could probably light a fire with that.
Yeah.
Right. So this bundle then.
Even better once you lay it dry in your pocket.
Yeah,
for
we're
like
right at the start of, remember, our 6-hour process. If it takes us that long, okay. So it's in your pocket for 6 hours.
Yeah.
Okay. Right next to your private parts, keeping nice and warm. Okay. If we see anything else when we're going around, we'll gather that as well to add to it. But we've already got the basis.
Yeah.
If you're in a spruce forest like this, you'll see there's a lot of lower branches that are dead, okay, that are packed on the spruce tree. These can be gathered, even if they're wet, okay, they will still burn for your secondary softwood, not your primary softwood. We'll talk about that in a minute. Okay, so we can think about these things as we're moving around.
Cool.
Right? We're thinking about now our primary softwoods before we get onto the hardwoods.
Okay.
Which is the softwoods. Okay, even though it's been raining, you feel this, look. All right.
They just break off.
Yep, they just break off. Right, really soft. Right. We all know what they're packed with. It's a spruce tree. Okay?
Yeah.
It may be dead, but these are packed with resin. We'll make some feather sticks as well when we find some standing hardwoods, which are standing dead, such as hazel or ash. That can go in your pockets as well. Okay, on the lower branches of the spruce trees, okay, you can see all the resin packed around the base. Look. You can smell that.
Fell down.
Smell that. Pure resin, and you can see it's all over the base of these. Right. So what we're going to do, the lower branches that are under the camp peak, so these are all dry. Okay. You can see how dry they are. Right. Right near the base if you can get it, because there's resin on them.
I got there. Looks like all white dust come off it.
Yeah, that's resin.
Cool.
Okay. These are bone dry. Look, even though it's been raining so hard. Right. You can smell the resin, can't you?
Yeah. And you can feel it sticky on your fingers.
Yeah, it gets really sticky. Right? There. There it is there, look. Nice soft. Okay, you can use that as well, utilise that on a stick. If you find some honeysuckle that looks like it's not bearing any of its bark, if you just bend it slightly, right, without damaging the vine, bend them all the way up, he releases bark. Right, now
you can strip it all off.
Watch this, look. This is from one plant that didn't look as though he was going to give anything up. And remember, this doesn't damage at all. Right, there's more resin in this than there is in the spruce trees. And this bark is totally dry.
That's a nice piece.
Yeah, look at all that, look. Okay, in one little plant. Packed. Resin.
Nice.
Get in that bucket. So while we're here, we'll take advantage of the silver birch. We're just going to score down. Okay, remember the silver birch is packed with resin underneath, right?
Yeah.
And it's waterproof, right? As long as it's not too rotten, anything underneath, as you peel it off, look, it's dry. Look at that.
Perfect.
Yeah, and we all know that that's going to be, as soon as we get a little flame,
I'm going to put that straight on.
Straight on. And obviously, the thinner we can get the shards, the white, pinky stuff is on the outside. Right. We would harvest, spend a good bit of time here. Gathering, that's what we want. See that resin there?
Yeah. See it build up from the inside.
Okay, so recap, we've got our primary and our secondary woods, okay, mainly to gather a little bit more. We've got our tinder ball, look at that, drying out really, fantastic. Now we come on to the hearth and the drill, okay, for your bow drill.
Okay.
Right, you can finish everything off. Yeah. Right, so, somebody's cut this, okay, we're looking for standing dead ivy. You take our knife, as long as it's not too rotten, it will be wet on the top because of all the rain we've had. But hollow echo sound, okay, means he's good to go.
Yeah.
So, fantastic. We're going to take some of this and then we'll decide what it's like as we cut it.
Quite heavy, isn't it, man? Quite heavy.
That's all the water in it. So we'll see what it's like in the middle.
Yeah.
There's another tree over there, we'll just try that one. I can see that's dead as well. What you're looking for is obviously no ivy leaves on the top, totally dead.
Yeah.
Not too rotten, okay, a nice hollow sound. You can get your drill and your hearth out of it.
Nice.
Okay, we'll move on now and we'll have a look down by the river for the bow and the bearing block. Okay,
Cool. Let's go.
Copy this piece of hazel out. Okay, remember when we coppice, we always coppice at the bottom. There's a load of young saplings growing here. We take this out. We always coppice at the bottom, and then you create the cut so the rainwater runs away off of it, not into the centre.
Okay. And this is
Hazel.
Hazel. Hazel.
The actual drill is on the outside, not on the inside, so you only need a slight curve. You don't need a huge big bow, okay, as long as it's on the outside. Easier control when it's closer at hand. We've got the bow, we've got the material for the bearing block. This is quite dancey pack. This is silver birch, he's not that far gone, right? So he's quite solid, you can see how dense it is, and what we'll do is split that. And that gives us a bearing block. We'll take some of the green sage that we'll put in the hole, just acts as lubrication.
Cool.
We've got the bow, we've got the standing dead ivy, we've got our tinder material. We just need a small ember pad, which we'll make out of anything, okay, and a small little twig to get the ember out, which we've got abundance of. And we're ready to make fire. Sides.
Snapping,
yeah. Okay, so we've been out, what, hour and a half now, nearly 2 hours.
Yeah.
And we've got everything. Okay, look at the mass we've got for our bird's nest. That is pretty up dry. That, you know, that's honeysuckle we gathered. It's going to be fantastic. So we've got enough there for a bird's nest. We've got this. What we need to do now is just put this down into thin strips. Okay.
Yeah.
The key now, right, is not to rush, right, because we'll fail.
Yeah.
Right. The key now is preparation. All right. So obviously it's going to take a bit of time, so we're not going to run the film because it'll, you know. So we've got enough for a bird's nest bearing block. We've got the standing dead ivy. Okay, really good for doing a half. Okay, we'll cut that and then we'll just start the process, and then at the end we'll show it at the end it's finished.
Cool.
Okay, we've got the bowler, he's already bent. Okay, we just you can use your bootlace, a bit of paracord bootlace if you don't got anything else when you're out here. Yeah. Just to get, if you you can use natural material, but that's another lesson on how to make cordage strong enough to do both. And then it's just preparation. You know, we've got the standing dead hazel. Okay, we can make hazel sticks, shavings, anything thin, and we can make hazel. It's all about preparation now. So we've got our softwoods. Yeah. We got our harder softwoods. Okay, with the spruce pine needles, spruce needles, and then we go on to the harder woods, which is the hazel and the ash. Okay, which we need to split down, get it as fine as we can. Yeah. Ready to start the fire. Cool. Okay, so it would take you a good couple of hours. Yeah, because your fire's got to go all night. So you need to gather all the wood before you start. Yeah. Start your fire, because once it's lit, it's no good going to get it.
You need something to put on there, obviously.
Yeah, you need it to start. So everything's got to be processed down. You got to make the hearth, make the bow, get everything ready, and then you a tempo drill. Cool. All right.
Let's do this.
Yeah. So let's what we do now is prep. Okay. Cool. And then we'll come back to the video.
Sweet.
All right. Okay, we're working on the hearth now. All we did was split it down the middle. Okay, and then all we do is square the edges off. Yeah. There's your hearth board. Done. Okay, with the other bit, which is this bit, now to fashion the drill. Okay, so what we do, straight it down the middle. Okay, then with that bit there, with our knife, take about 10 minutes. Yeah. We're going to make a cylindrical drill. Okay. Okay. Same material. Okay. So you just start. Remember, all these shavings you take off, add to your pile. Yeah. Okay. To lighten your fire. It's all bone dry. Okay. Okay. Yeah. And all you got to do, use your eye. Take the edges off. You can already see it's starting to form a cylinder. Okay, and that's going to be your drill straight down. Okay, see it's circling off already. Okay, that'll be your drill. Cool. Okay. So keep processing that wood down, with kindling, and make some feather sticks if you can. Yep. Or add in the process. Okay, little tip when you're doing your bow then, don't tie your paracord up. Just take your drill, right, twist it forward and then clockwise, and the drill always goes on the outside. Okay, that's why you don't need a big bend in your bow, because it's not on the inside. Okay, you just got to drill. And then pull it back tight, the paracord, till it's just twisted like that. That way you get a good lock when you come to drilling. Okay, and it stops it slipping. Okay, which you won't get an ember. Okay, you need to drill. So it's about there, and you just tie your, give it a few twists, and that's your setting. Okay, for your drill. Right. Once you've tied it off, then before you actually tie the knot, just give it a bit of tester. Okay, it's around. It's still a bit loose. Okay, so that's why you test it. All right, so I've got to tighten them up a bit. Tighten. Take your drill. Final check. There you go. Right, it's got to have resistance. Right, otherwise it'll just spin. Right, so that's your bow and your drill set. Okay, we're nearly ready to go.
Cool.
Okay, we've bedded in, we've cut in the cheese, we're now ready to get an ember. Everything's prepped, everything's ready. We've all prepped everything there, it's ready to go. Got the nest on the standby. Now we're going to start off slowly again, because we've got to create a fuel source. Lock the hand into the shin, keep the drill parallel. Use the whole length of the bow, keeping it parallel, that way you'll stay in the middle of the drill. Stay in first gear. And there we should have maybe an ember. Okay. All this dust, just add to it. There's our ember. Pass me the nest. Okay, when you prepare your nest, you want to wrap it round your hands. Yeah, when you put it in, you close them in so you've got the gap in the middle, so the air goes through. Okay. I'm going to take the ember, I'm going to put him in the middle. There we have it. Can we take him? Introduce our silver birch. I hear that crackle straight away. Introduce our little shavings. Take the feather stick. Then our softwood. It's going to smoke. But don't just dump it on. You can, if you need to, just lift up the logs.
A bit of air in.
Get a bit Get a bit of air inside. Fire's growing all the time now. Just need to catch, take hold. Keep it even all the way around. Try and keep the drill parallel so that leg has to be parallel with it. Right, so you can lock that bit of the shape. Yeah. Look. Hold your drill at the back. Right at the back.
Here?
Yeah, you need your leg closer in because you've got to lock that against there so it doesn't move around.
Okay, so like this?
Yeah, and then you need to keep that drill parallel.
Like that?
Yep. Hold your drill at the back because you're going to push. Yeah, and keep it.
Should I hold the paracord as well?
Yeah, you can do. Yeah, and then nice and slowly you're going to keep it level. Lift off slowly. Got an ember.
Yes!
Oh, damn it. Yeah. It's only a little one.
Okay guys, so as you can see, we're nice and toasty over here. Neil's looking after us, man. Sat over here with an amazing fire. He's got some dry wood that he's had stored in his stores. Gave Toby some sausages and Duke as well. Hey Duke. Hey, bud. Just taking it all in, man.
Let me know tomorrow if you can think of any improvements on the place.
camp.
Yeah.
I think you need a big throne for yourself.
Yeah. Like a big Game of Thrones throne built
just sitting
out
there.
of the badger skulls and bones. Yeah, you know what? All jokes aside, how sick would that be? Build like a big massive chair.
Yeah.
I've got my little hammock chair. It does need. I'm on my own out there. Dukey. First thing in the morning in the summer, sitting in there having a
Watching the birds. So it's a date, man. One there, ain't it, Todd? Okay. One there. It is spot on 12 o'clock, and with a little help from Joe, did a bit of teamwork. I managed to get a fire going over by my shelter. I've chopped a few logs. Neil's left a big massive stash over there, a few metres away. So I think I want to process up a bit of wood for about half an hour and just, you know, get my head down really. Today's been an amazing day, guys. I've learned more today than I have in a long time, all in one morning. And tomorrow we're going to get up on another woodland walk and find some cat's tails, some carbohydrates. I'm going to cook them up and carry on with the bow drilling and hopefully, you know, get a proper ember and transfer it from an ember to the fire myself without any help. So yeah, man, it's been an awesome day, guys. I'm going to turn off the camera now and try and pack my stuff ready so I can just jump straight in my bed, get my sleeping bag out and stuff. Yeah man, see you in the morning guys. Mad neat when you walk in here, it's just so cosy, it's unreal. Really?
That's all I lived on for 10 days in the morning. Every morning. Come down here and get your breakfast.
So as you can see over here, Neil's knee deep in the swamp. We're gathering cat's tails, getting breakfast. These guys, I'll tell you a little bit more about them in a minute because I don't really know much myself, but these are 100% carbohydrates. And as you may have heard Neil say just now, when he was out here for 10 days on his own, he ate these every single morning when he was doing survival. 100% carbohydrates. Amazing. Can't eat them raw, we're gonna go back to camp in a bit and cook them up. Cat's tails. Is there a proper name for them, Neil?
Cat's tail.
Is that just what it is?
Yeah,
Cat's tail?
Cat's tail. This is cat's tail.
Okay.
So we use the top bit when it goes for tinder.
Okay.
Yeah, it won't take a spark, but it's good in the actual bird's nest. Yeah. When it's dried out, you can see it. But not on its own.
Okay. So the top's the reason why they're called cattails, as you can see here, and it's the root that we're after. Right underneath, pull it up.
When you get down there, shoots go off at a right angle.
Yeah.
From the bottom, and you see it there. Look, that's the bit you want in the middle. Yeah, that's what you eat there.
Nice, pure white. Crazy. Cat's tails for breakfast.
That'd be enough.
Cooking them up.
If the embers are really hot, no more than a minute, but these are quite dull now, so
yeah,
give him a few minutes. All we're trying to do is quickly blanch it, really, get the starches out. Doesn't take long. When you ain't had carbs for a couple of days, and then you have some of these, it's an amazing feeling.
Really?
In your body.
I bet, man. I can imagine that. No carbs, then straight away having some.
Let's try this one.
It does smell like a potato.
Well, it smells like potatoes, mate.
You can tell it's a vegetable as soon as you eat it. Like. It's a bit stringy, flashed a bit too much.
That's mad. If you put some butter on that, it'd be nice, man.
Yeah. There you go.
Wow.
Cat's tails.
Yeah, I lived on them for 10 days. And berries and nuts. 2 squirrels.
What did you catch the squirrels with?
Squirrel pole, because when we did it we had 5 snares each. And I made a squirrel pole. It's just a pole leaning, find out where they're feeding. Just put a pole straight down and got five snares all around it. when they run up the pole again. Stuck.
It's been an awesome weekend, man. What Neil does for people here is amazing. These type of people are just, you know, once in a lifetime people that you meet. It's crazy. I've literally made a bushcraft friend for life, man. Neil says we can come back down here anytime we want, so it's all good, man. It's all good. What a beautiful place. He's put a lot of hard work and thought into this camp, and 90%, 95% of everything that you've seen on this video he built himself with no help. In the summer he gets his quad bike up here and, you know, brings supplies up and stuff like that, but all the building he did all himself, so you got to take his take your hat off to him there. An amazing job. So yeah guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, because I certainly have. I've certainly enjoyed filming it for you guys as well, even though there were some parts that left me in a bit of a sticky situation holding a camera whilst trying to cross bog and stuff like that, because this ain't really been a normal bushcraft trip, man. Like Neil has, you know, he's put us through our paces, and we've walked, we've hiked, and we've sourced things and foraged things. It's been a proper bushcraft trip. Everything about it has just been based on bushcraft, really. There's no laziness or anything. Usually sometimes I come out and I just make a fire and I sit there and chill. That's fine, but you're never going to learn anything doing that. You need to get out there and explore. And what a background that guy has, man. What a background. Crazy type of skills. So yeah guys, I'm not going to, I usually get an outro of us walking out, but I've got quite a bit of stuff to carry, and I've got to carry Toby's blanket and stuff like that as well, so I'm just going to end the video here, pack a camera away so I can get everything on my back and head out. Till next time guys, peace man.